Disclaimer: this podcast is grown, black, and unapologetically unfiltered. Some episodes may include explicit language, hard truths, or sensitive topics. Because healing, justice, and truth-telling aren't always soft. If you're here to protect your comfort over our realities, this might not be your space. But if you're ready for soul-stirring conversations, political fire, and a voice that flies free, welcome to Black Butterfly Podcast. We don't whisper. We own the mic.
Welcome back, my black butterflies, to the podcast where we break down the laws and policy that sneak up on us, especially as black women trying to secure the bag, raise these babies, and retire without needing a GoFundMe account. While y'all was out here celebrating, the OBBBA, that's Trump's One Big Beautiful Bill Act, was signed into law on July 4th. Because what saves freedom like a mashup of every Republican's dream you can think of? Permanent tax breaks for the rich, deep cuts to Medicaid and food stamps, a tax on clean energy, defunding Planned Parenthood, and locking up immigrants, and slapping a Jesus fish on it like that makes it sanctified. Tonight we're looking ahead. I know everybody's focused on their 2025 tax refund, but I'm already side-eyeing 2026, and here's why. Because this new bill is out here, quietly flipping the script on what we thought we knew about our money. Most of these changes do not hit this year. These are the sneak-up-behind-you changes that kick in starting next year. And listen, some of these changes come dressed up like gifts. But if you don't read the cards, you'll find out real quick it's not for you. Let's break it all the way down. I'm outside, y'all. So, they're planning to cut almost $1 trillion from Medicaid. That's Medicaid, not Netflix. Not something you can just cancel and move on. This means more co-pays, more paperwork, and less access to doctors who already barely take Medicaid. And if you miss a check-in or work requirement, boom, no coverage. Who does this hit the hardest? Us. Because we're the ones working jobs with no benefits, raising babies, caring for elderly parents, and still trying to get a pap smear once a year without another GoFundMe account. Imagine telling Nana she got to work 20 hours a week at Walmart just to keep her Medicaid to help manage her diabetes. SNAP is on the chopping block. They're slashing nearly $300 billion from SNAP. That's food stamps. And I don't mean buying crab legs and soda like Fox News want to pretend. I mean baby food. I mean meals on the table. I mean school lunches. I mean your refrigerator when your rent ate up your whole paycheck. Now, they're saying you got to work at least 80 hours a month to get food stamps. What if you're disabled? What if you're retired and disabled? What if you're a full-time caregiver? What if you just got laid off? Well, guess what? You better pick up a shift somewhere or starve. Because these people really out here trying to starve the poor while feeding billionaires. Now, ain't that some Hunger Games ass energy? There will be new savings plans that will allow you or your job to put money aside for your kids, up to $5,000 per year. And employers can chip in $2,500. That money grows tax-free until your child turns 18. So you're shelling out money now and getting zero benefits at tax time for nearly 2 decades. Now here's the good or not. If you just had a baby or plan to between 2025 and 2028, the feds will drop a whopping $1,000 baby bonus into a savings account in that child's name. Automatically. Your baby's still gonna need affordable child care and health care, but hey, at least he got that grand he can't touch till 2045. How this impact us? We are already underpaid and overworked. This assumes we have extra money to put aside when most of us are just trying to afford child care. If you don't have employer benefits, you're on your own, sis. Starting in 2026, the tax credit for child care expenses gets juiced up. You can claim up to 50% of eligible expenses, but only if you're making less than $15,000 a year. Most of us fall between $45,000 to $105,000 zone, where the credit drops fast from 35% to 20%. Translation: if you're a working mom, a caregiver, or both, you'll get something, but it won't go far. This helps a little, but don't expect miracles. Okay, let's talk about the premium tax credit changes. This part, a hot mess. These changes could reduce how many people, especially lower income or undocumented folks, qualify for subsidized marketplace health care. Starting in 2026, you may owe back every penny of a health care subsidy if your income changes. If you qualify for a special enrollment just because your income dropped, tough luck, you're out. And come 2028, you'll have to hand over more paperwork to prove your income, family size, and even immigration status. Let's be real. We're already navigating inconsistent jobs, caregiving gaps, and chronic health disparities. This makes it even harder to stay insured while life is lifing. Some silver linings: if your student loans are discharged because of death or disability, you don't owe tax on that amount. Employers can help pay up to $5,250 a year towards your student loan. And now, that's permanent. You can still get the American Opportunity or the Lifetime Learning Credit, but for the AOC, you'll need your school's EIN, which means more paperwork. For us, this helps a lot if you're still in the thick of student loan debt. But unless you've got a job that offers loan assistance, sis, Again, you're on your own. If you're a teacher or coach or any school-based worker, your out-of-pocket expenses now go further. Up to $300 deduction stays, but if you itemize, you can now claim more. It's long overdue. We show up in classrooms, coaching after school, using our own money to feed and teach other folks' kids. This part, it's a win. Your mortgage interest deductions stay capped at $750,000. Not a big deal for most of us. But here's the gem. PMI can now count towards your mortgage interest deduction. But home equity loan interest, still not deductible. Bottom line, if you're a first-generation homeowner trying to build wealth, this helps a little, but it's not revolutionary. If you got an EV and thinking of installing a home charging station, you better hurry. The tax break for alternative fuel refueling equipment disappears after June 30th, 2026. They've killed clean energy tax credits and boosted money for oil and coal. So let me tell you what that means for us. We're going backwards to more pollution, more asthma, more utility bills we can't afford. And where do they build the plants and dump the trash? Our communities. Not in neighborhoods with Tom Thumbs, Whole Foods, or Trader Joe's. No. They do it where black, brown, and yellow kids breathe. For all my entrepreneurs and side hustlers, starting 2026, the IRS won't send you a 1099 unless you make $2,000 or more, not the $600 like before. But don't get too comfy. You still have to report the income. So babysitters, hairstylists, makeup artists, braiders, Uber drivers, this helps reduce paperwork, but not your tax bill. All those little deductions, job search costs, union dues, unreimbursed employee expenses, permanently eliminated. Who does this hit? Middle-class workers, folks piecing income together, people like us. They talking about no more taxes on tips. Cute, right? But most of us ain't tipping our way into wealth. Meanwhile, they out here giving billions in tax cuts to corporations and billionaires. You over here getting $10 back from your taxes while Elon Musk just brought his third yacht using the refund from his robot maid. Make it make sense. You'll now be able to deduct up to $1,000 in charitable and other cash donations. This includes your tithes without itemizing. Now that's something. But if you do itemize, your deductions get shaved down slightly based on your income. Gambling losses. You can now only deduct 90% of your gambling losses. Which, look, if you're hitting the casino just to pay your rent, we got bigger fish to fry. Disaster losses now permanently limited to federal and some state declared disasters. So unless your basement floods in a storm that the governor signs off on, you're eating that cost. Starting in 2026, sending money to family overseas, get ready to pay a 1% tax on that money order or cashier's check. So what does all this mean for us? It means we don't have to get ready if we stay ready. These rule changes might look harmless or even helpful, but they come with strings. And if we're not careful, we'll be paying for other people's policies with our checks, our coverage, and our children's futures. Personally, I believe this is a revenge bill, and the title is certainly a play on words. OBAMA, OBBBA. So here's your next step. Bookmark this episode. Call your local tax pro. Check your employer benefits. And most importantly, talk to your sisters. Because what they don't tell us can cost us the most. I call it the old Triple B Bullshit Act. But who am I? This is your host, Drina O'Neal, signing off until next time. Stay bold, stay beautiful, and stay black and fly. Black butterfly, fly.